Allen's watching Airplanes, 8:40. Patrick Pipino was watching Springsteen just on 2 nights ago on Monday night, right, Patrick?
Yes, sir.
And it went really, really long.
It did go really long. One of his longer and one of his better shows. So, great time.
I keep hearing that, and I'm so mad, first of all, that I didn't go, you know? And I'm mad at myself for not doing it, because I usually see him every time he's around. And then I thought, Monday night, I got to work Tuesday early. Well, and then everybody's like, oh, it's the best.
You know what? You don't. He's 66, and even though he's in great shape, you don't know how many shows he's got left in him. So
that's true.
As I told friends of mine, we have 3 rules in our house. You know, we try to be kind to everyone. We try to help everyone we can, and when the boss brings the band to town, be there.
I love it.
True.
Now, Patrick, what you didn't know was going to happen is you just became an internet sensation, a phenom.
Let's not get crazy.
Well, I mean, honestly, you posted you wrote an excuse for your daughter for school for being late.
Exactly. My wife's a teacher in the district, and she knew nothing of it. She was kind of mortified that I did that, but I wrote what I thought was going to be a quick, funny tardiness excuse, because the girls still went to school. They just went late.
Right.
You have 2 daughters, 12 and 7. They both go to Saratoga City schools, and they were going to be late Monday morning.
Yep.
And you basically said, I got to be honest, it's because I brought him to Springsteen. And,
exactly.
And why wouldn't I? And listen, most kids would be late or miss school entirely if God appeared. And it's similar.
Be careful when you say that, because, you know, I know your radio audience, and just for the record, I'm not saying Springsteen is God.
Right.
All I said was if God ever showed up, a lot of people would miss school. I said it's something like that. I was trying to
it was funny.
Make a tongue-in-cheek funny comment, but you'd be amazed at the amount of hate that's been out on the internet because people suddenly think I'm doing a Beatles, you know, we're bigger than Jesus now type moment.
Right.
The internet has a hard time taking a joke sometimes.
Yeah.
It really does.
All of us do these days.
You can't worry about that too much. But
no.
What made you want to put it on Facebook? You thought it was kind of funny?
I'm sort of a failed comedy writer, so I use Facebook solely as a platform to try to entertain some of my friends, and I thought they'd get a kick out of it. Of course, you know, like I said, some of the trolls on the internet think now that I'm just an attention-seeking whore, which was absolutely not what I was trying to go for. I thought it was hilarious. I had no idea that it was ever going to blow up like that, and you know, my wife being a teacher in the district, I know the people in the office at the school, and I know they probably get a ton of BS excuses. Mm-hmm. So I thought just once, you know, I'll hit them with honesty. It's like the police officer that pulls you over and says, do you know why I pulled you over? Yeah, I was doing 80 miles an hour.
Now, are the girls in any sort of trouble, or did the excuse work?
They're not in trouble. And you know what? They're both excellent students. They're normally in bed by 8:30. This was a one-off thing that if Bruce comes to town, if Bruce or their Nana or Pop come to town,
right,
they get to stay up late.
Aww.
You know, they're excellent students, and they love going to school. So
now I want to know more about like what happened because of the note. You put the note up. You got some local attention. Your friends started to share it. When did you realize? Like, what was the first national? Like like
I
Good
saw
Morning
it on
America, The View.
Yeah.
It blew up about 2 hours later.
Really?
A friend of mine who writes a blog for the Times-Union put it on her blog, and then I think the AP wire picked it up, and then it just went nuts. And it was my whole day yesterday was shot because I was watching this, and you know, it was like ABC picked it up. Then Good Morning America, then the New York Post, then the New York Daily News, and you know, Inside Edition called, the Today Show called. It must have been a slow news day. And, you know, for the first time, I was like, please, Donald Trump, please say something stupid and get me off the hook here.
I mean, I kind of love, though, that it was the New Hampshire primaries and you. Like, that's a pretty big deal.
This shows the sad state of our nation.
So true, indeed. Now, what are you going to do now when you go back to just being a regular old guy?
Well, my 15 minutes is pretty much up at this point. So now I've just got to deal with the many comments of my friends that are busting my chops.
Patrick, you got to milk this. You know what? I'd get a limo for the next couple of days and just have me.
Yeah.
I frequently rail that that's one of the problems, in America today. The last thing I want to do is change my last name to Kardashian.
Oh my God. I see it now, though, on the side of your car. Like Patrick Pipino of the local Springsteen excuse note fame.
That's all I need. Well,
this is good.
I own Ben & Jerry's here in Saratoga. We do Country Fest every year.
Yes.
So the last thing I want is you guys making fun of me at Country Fest for this.
No.
Well.
Listen, then you probably shouldn't have told us that.
Whoops. Also, you own Ben & Jerry's.
Yeah.
Are you seeing anyone?
Trust me, set your sights higher, Bethany. You do so much better. I told my wife every day we were engaged that she shouldn't marry me, and she still went and did it. And every time I get in trouble, like yesterday with this, I remind her. I was like, "Didn't I tell you?
I warned you.
Tell you not to marry me."
Told you.
I did the same thing. I said it's high risk, high reward. It's up to you. Do what you want.
Exactly.
Hey, listen, thank you so much. And by the way, you're not really a failed comedy writer. You're pretty funny today.
Yeah, I kind of enjoyed you.
Well, I'm on lithium right now, so thanks.
Oh my God. Call us anytime.
Absolutely.
All right, you got it anytime. Have a great day.
You too, Patrick.
All right,
Take care of those kids.
Yep,
The
bye now.
2016 Country